My next guest is the editor of the Old Farmer's Almanac, and here to share some very strange information is our pal, Judd Hale. Mr. Hale, there is first of all, thank you very much for coming back. So much to talk about
here. Nice to see you again, Conan.
Yes, nice to have you here.
And everybody.
Yes, that took too much time. Now, are there one thing I wanted to ask about is we've been talking tonight about Y2K and worries about Y2K. Is there any practical help in the Farmer's Almanac, which is pretty much there to help people? Any help for the year 2000?
Specifically practical, we say that if the VCR, you can't move it from 1999 to 2000, set it for 1972.
Why?
Thank you. For what?
Yes. Why 1972?
Well, the days of the week in 1972 are the very same as the days of the week will be in the year 2000. So that is a practical piece of advice.
So the VCR won't know.
Right.
That's very good information. That was helpful.
Oh, good. Terrific.
Yeah.
Started up.
It will only tape programs from 1972. You know, the Waltons, Mannix.
That's the bad end of it.
Now, what about practical information for a lot of people who are planning to drink? What can you tell people who are planning on drinking?
I do have an insight about drinking. You know, I'm not going off on a tangent, but you know when people hunted buffalo, they always killed the weak buffalo and the slow buffalo first. Well,
does this have anything to do with drinking?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Alcohol kills brain cells, and in the same way, the weak brain cells and the slow brain cells would be killed first. That's why when you've had a couple of beers, you feel like you're really pretty smart.
So you're saying that if you drink heavily, you'll get smarter and smarter.
Well, it's just that if you weed out the weak brain cells.
So if someone asks you what you're doing at the bar till 2 in the morning, you say weeding out the weak brain cells. Interesting. Now you always have good sex information about sex. You've done studies. There's always. I didn't know that the Farmer's Almanac had that stuff. It does. It's a very dirty book. Tell us what sex information have you guys come up with this year?
Well, we have 10 pages on romance. There's a renaissance in romance. One of the things we did a survey, or we report on a survey of what women look for in the ideal man, and 33% of women look for a man who is positive, has a positive outlook. 31% men who make a woman, they say, make them feel good about themselves. Makes me feel good about myself. 21% a sense of humor. Only 3% smoldering good looks, and only 1% a sexy body. So that, of course, is bad news for you, Conan, and
Why, thank you, Judd.
That was a backhanded compliment.
Do you mean my sexy body is going to prevent me from finding a really cool chick?
Well,
I never thought we'd be having this conversation. That's nice. What are the most romantic places in the country?
Can you guess what the most romantic state might be? The state in the Union that is the most, based on, let me tell you, the number of cut flowers, the number of romance videos sold.
Porno.
Come on. Don't be so cynical.
I know what you're talking about.
Don't be so cynical.
I'm here with the pizza.
No, this is romance. We're talking romance.
Romance.
B&B's, the business is way up.
Right.
Based on that.
Where?
Well, Texas is the most romantic state in the Union.
That's the most romantic state?
More romance novels are written and sold in Texas.
Okay.
What is the most romantic city in the United States?
Cincinnati.
Oh, come on.
Really? I don't know. I thought I'd take a shot. Which one?
San Francisco, followed by Denver, followed by a town called Concord, California, followed by Salt Lake. Oh, somebody from there?
No, he's not. Please. Oh, Judd. Sometimes my cynicism is actually useful. I've dealt with these crowds long enough.
Salt Lake City.
He wanted to hear his woo at 12:30.
Oh, okay.
Well, I will edit that woo out. I will cut that woo from the show and put it in the deepest dungeon, where it will die.
The least romantic is Brownsville, Texas, ironically. It's in Texas. But anyway,
Yeah,
I don't know what goes on in Brownsville. I've never
Nothing,
been there.
apparently. Now, Judd, any information for the farmers? I mean, it's the Farmer's Almanac. What can you tell?
Well,
what's the new trend in farming?
One of the new things is that I'm sure that a lot of your audience here and so forth is bothered by how badly the chicken coop smells. So we come up
I was just thinking this morning, if I don't clean out this chicken coop, I'm putting a bullet through my head.
So we come up in the 2000 Almanac, we have some advice. About 3% of garlic in the chicken's feed will change that smell to sort of a garlic smell from what it was, which was bad.
So change it from bad to garlic, which is a little above bad.
No.
Not good.
It also lowers the cholesterol in the egg, so it's a very good thing.
Okay.
Another trend is that farmers are now beginning to raise like pheasants, and they're still raising cows and pigs and so forth, but they're raising deer now.
Why? Why are they raising deer?
The horns. Well, the meat, venison is very big. You see it in a lot of restaurants.
Popular now. But what about the horns?
The horns are useful for alleviating menopause, alleviating arthritis.
And exactly what are you doing?
Don't get into it.
He's getting there.
Okay, all right. So get to
and it's some people think of the deer horns as an aphrodisiac, and
just looking at them. Well, what do you?
No.
What?
No, you don't use any straps or anything. This is just.
I didn't say that.
Did I?
Judd, I said nothing remotely like that. You went to strapping antlers somewhere.
Let's jump away from that.
I had an innocent observation, and you leapt in with, no, straps do not work. I've tried straps. Don't try straps. It will only disappoint. You're a sick man, Judd.
You gotta make the horns into a powder.
You make them into a powder.
Yeah.
Sure, good save. Whew! You get the prize. All right, well, you probably got to get back to your experiments. We always love it when you come by. You're one of my favorite people, Judd. We love it when you come here. The Old Farmer's Almanac 2000, the new edition. There's lots of great stuff in here. Thanks for coming by. Judd Hale, everybody. He's a good man.